Good evening. We're here for another segment of Jesus Shorts. Tonight we're going to talk about the 5 talents, 2 talent, and 1 talent. I'm sorry. Tonight we're going to talk about the 25 virgins. The other one will be next week. Matthew 25. For it is like a man about to go on a journey. He called his own servants and handed over his possessions to them. It actually is a talent. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2 talents, and to another 1, each according to his own ability. Then he went on his journey. Immediately, the one who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them and gained 5 more. In the same way, the one who gained 2, but the one who had received 1 went off, dug a hole, put it in the ground, and hid his master's money. Now, whose money was it? His master's. Now, after a long time, the master, now who is the master? God the Father. And he says, after a long time, the master of those servants came and settled accounts with them. The one who had received the 5 talents came up and brought another 5 talents, saying, Master, you handed me 5. I give you 5 more. So you got 10. His master said, well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful with little, so I will charge you with much. This is an answer to one of the 3 things that the depth of this means. 1 Corinthians 3, the bema seat of judgment. This is where rewards are handed out. This is what he's talking about. Because you have taken what I gave you and you have been good steward with it, I'm going to put you over. I will give you 5 cities, but then now because of what you've done, you will be ruler over 10 cities. Now he who plants and he who waters work as one, but each will receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are God's co-workers. You are God's field and God's building. So he's saying, okay, this is one of the 3 reasons. You're going to be in charge of much. In eternity, we don't know what that looks like, but we do have some indications. Leviticus 27, the law of tithing. All the tithe of the land, whether from seed or of land, or of fruit or of the trees, belongs to Adonai, for it is holy to Adonai. Now, why do I put tithing in here after I just talked about judgment? Because here, if you look at what tithing is, if the money is God's money that he gives to me, and I in turn bring 10% back to the storehouse, I better know the church that I'm giving it to, because if I am giving it to a church, if God is the master and he said to the man that buried the coin, if you would have just given it to the bankers, I would have at least gotten interest. Well, what is interest to God the Father? It is not money. He could care less about money. It's not gold. It's not anything. It is spirits of people. The more people, he wants more and more. He wants everyone to be in the kingdom. So if we are bringing our tithe into a church that is not bringing in spirits or souls, I know I don't like the word souls because it's not exactly accurate, but just for this context, we'll use the word souls. If that church that we are giving our tithe to is not bringing people into the kingdom, then are we really tithing? No, because the tithe must bring in interest to the Father. And interest can only be in the shape of people into the kingdom. The third thing, Revelation 20, worthy of authority. How fortunate and holy is the one who will share in the first resurrection. Over such the second death has no authority, but they shall be Kohanim, priests of God and of the Messiah, and they shall reign with him for 1,000 years. So that's the third item that is part of, these are the 3 things, the 3 reasons that this parable represents. Rewards, tithing, and then authority. So that would be it. I appreciate you checking in with us. Please go to streetlightgr.com, Facebook. You can see our 1 hour teachings. You see more of Jesus shorts. And then, of course, the most important thing, we are blessed. Please be a blessing to others. That's what we need to do. Have a good night.